Hey everyone, welcome to CHEMPHY Learners. In this video, we are going to start with a very important chapter of chemistry, that is carbon and its compounds. First of all, I will give you a brief introduction about carbon. Carbon is an element. The symbol of carbon is C. It is the non-metal and carbon means coal. Okay, now the amount of carbon present in Earth's crust is 0.02% and the amount of carbon dioxide present in Earth's atmosphere is 0.03%. So you can easily imagine that how small the amount of carbon is present in our atmosphere. But carbon is very important for ourselves, as we ourselves, all the living things, plants, animals, all are made up of carbon-based compounds called the organic compounds. Even you, even the living things, all are made up of carbon compounds that are called organic compounds. So we can easily understand that how important carbon is. Even a large number of things like the food materials, the clothes, the fuels, the papers we use, the colors, the leathers, the dyes, all are made up of carbon compounds. So it is clear that carbon element plays a very important role in our daily life. So now let's begin with the chapter. This was the introduction of the chapter. I hope in the previous class in 9th standard, maybe you have studied about the periodic table. So in that you had studied that the atomic number of carbon is 6. Atomic number carbon का होता है 6. And the electronic configuration of carbon is 2 and 4. Right? So atomic number of carbon is 6 and the electronic configuration is 2 and 4. Let me draw. So atomic number कितना होता है 6 होता है. So electronic configuration 2 and 6. In 9th standard you had already learned about it. So it means first shell में कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन्स होंगे, कार्बन के पास 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स होंगे, और सेकंड shell में sorry here 2 and 4 will come. I am sorry. So 4. Got it? So 4 electrons are present in the last shell. This means कार्बन को ऑक्टेट के लिए, स्टेबिलिटी के लिए, इनर्ट गैस के लिए कार्बन को 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स चाहिए लास्ट शेल में. लेट मी गिव यू एन एग्जांपल ऑफ ऑक्सीजन. ऑक्सीजन का इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कन्फिग्रेशन होता है, एटॉमिक नंबर 8 होता है, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कन्फिग्रेशन होता है 2 and 6. सो दिस मीन्स पहले शेल में 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स और दूसरे शेल में 6 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आर प्रेजेंट. कार्बन को 2 और इलेक्ट्रॉन चाहिए, किसके लिए? टू कंप्लीट इट्स ऑक्टेट. सो कार्बन किसी दूसरे को बुलाएगा और 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स गेन करेगा और वो स्टेबल हो जाएगा. गॉट इट? बट कार्बन के पास लास्ट शेल में 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स है, तो ना कार्बन लूज कर सकता 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. इट्स टू डिफिकल्ट फॉर कार्बन टू लूज 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स and it's too difficult for carbon to gain 4 electrons. It's very difficult. So what carbon will do? Carbon will share the electrons. Carbon will share the electrons. Let's read. The atomic number of carbon is 6. As I have told, atomic number carbon का 6 होता है और its electronic arrangement is 2 and 4. So 4 वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन है. अब स्टेबिलिटी चाहिए कार्बन को, तो वो मे बी कार्बन विल गेन इलेक्ट्रॉन और मे लूज इलेक्ट्रॉन और इट मे शेयर इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. बट इट डज नॉट गेन 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. इट कैनॉट गेन. व्हाई? बिकॉज इट इज डिफिकल्ट फॉर द 6 प्रोटॉन्स टू होल्ड 10 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. इट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट. 6 प्रोटॉन्स है और वो 6 प्रोटॉन्स 10 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स को होल्ड करेंगे, सो इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट. अब it does not lose 4 electrons. It's too difficult for carbon to lose 4 electrons. So carbon will share 4 electrons to attain stability, resulting in the formation of covalent bond. This is the covalent bond, as you can see here. This. तो कार्बन के पास लास्ट शेल में 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स प्रेजेंट है, तो दिस मीन्स कार्बन की वैलेंसी हो जाती है 4. अब कार्बन के पास दो प्रॉपर्टीज है. एक होती है कैटिनेशन प्रॉपर्टी कार्बन की, एक होती है टेट्रा वैलेंसी. This is called tetravalency. Got it? One is called tetravalency and one is catenation. First of all, tetravalency क्या होती है? टेट्रावैलेंसी होती है कि जो कार्बन के पास लास्ट शेल में 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स प्रेजेंट है. टेट्रा मतलब होता है 4. टेट्रा मतलब 4. अब कार्बन के पास लास्ट शेल में 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आर प्रेजेंट. 4 electrons are present. So a carbon atom has 4 electrons in its outermost shell. So it requires 4 more atoms to achieve its stability, right? So it needs 4 more electrons. But what carbon will do? Carbon cannot lose electrons. Carbon cannot gain electrons. So carbon will share the electrons. Since one carbon atom requires 4 electrons to achieve the 8 electron inert gas structure, therefore the valency of carbon is 4. Valency of carbon is 4. That is, carbon is tetravalent. Tetravalent means 4 valency. That is why. So this is one of the property of carbon. Another property is catenation. Catenation मतलब self combination. Self combination. How? Carbon, अब we know कि कार्बन के पास बहुत सारे कार्बन कंपाउंड्स बहुत सारे फॉर्म करते हैं. एज चैप्टर के नाम से कार्बन एंड इट्स कंपाउंड्स मीन्स चैप्टर के नाम से अपन को पता चल गया कि कार्बन के पास बहुत सारे कंपाउंड्स है. सो कैटिनेशन क्या होता है? ऐसी प्रॉपर्टी कार्बन की कि कार्बन क्या करे, कार्बन एक लॉन्ग चेन फॉर्म कर सके, मतलब वो डिवाइड होए और बहुत सारे कार्बन कंपाउंड्स बना ले. लाइक दिस इज द मोस्ट आउटस्टैंडिंग प्रॉपर्टी, यूनिक प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ कार्बन. It is the ability to combine with itself, atom to atom, to form long chains. ओके, सो कार्बन अब ना बहुत सारे कंपाउंड्स फॉर्म कर सकता है, लाइक मीथेन. अब इस चैप्टर में हम आगे पढ़ेंगे मीथेन, एथेन, ऑक्टेन, हेक्सेन, प्रोपेन, पेंटेन. These all are carbon compounds. So this shows that carbon can form many compounds. Got it? So the covalent bonds between the various carbon atoms are very, very strong and do not break easily. The reason for the formation of strong bonds by the carbon atom is their small size. Due to the small size of carbon atom, their nuclei hold the shared pairs of electrons between atoms strongly. This lead to the formation of strong covalent bonds. Covalent bonds मतलब कि कार्बन का कोवैलेंट बॉन्ड मतलब शेयरिंग करता है ना कार्बन, दैट इज वाई. सो शेयरिंग कोवैलेंट बॉन्ड. now we will study about the occurrence of carbons, means carbon, allotropes of carbon we will got. First of all, let's see occurrence of carbon. Now carbon is found in the atmosphere, inside the earth's crust, and in all living organisms, as I have told you previously, that in food we eat, the clothes we wear, the fuels, papers, rubbers, food, all contains carbon compounds. So carbon occurs in nature in two forms. It can occur in free state as well as in combined state. Free state is diamond and graphite and fullerene, and in combined state it is carbon dioxide gas, carbonates, coals, petroleums. These all are the combined states of carbon. So let's start with the allotropes of carbon. So let's start with diamond. So as I've told that diamond is in free state. So what are allotropes? First of all, I would like to explain you about allotropes. Allotropes, the various physical forms in which an element can exist, are called allotropes of carbon, allotropes of elements. This means that carbon has three allotropes: diamond, graphite, and fullerene. So first of all, we'll study about diamond. Diamond is a colorless, transparent substance having extraordinary brilliance. फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टी कार्बन की क्या है? कार्बन colorless transparent substance होता है. Colorless, it is colorless, right? And why it is colorless? It is transparent because it have extraordinary brilliance that we call chamak in Hindi. Chamak, right? Diamond is quite heavy and it is very hard. It is the hardest natural substance. It is the hardest natural substance. It does not conduct electricity. It burns on strong heating to form carbon dioxide gas. If we burn diamond in oxygen, then only carbon dioxide gas is formed and nothing is left behind. Why? Because it is the allotrope of carbon. वो पूरा का पूरा कार्बन से बना हुआ है. That is why. So this is the structure of diamond. You can see here. This is the structure. So a diamond crystal is a giant molecule of carbon atoms. These all are the carbon atoms. You can see here. These all are the carbon atoms. See how complicated they are combined with. Now let's study about the structure of diamond. A diamond crystal is a giant molecule of carbon compounds. You can see here. These all are the carbon atoms. These all are carbon atoms. And you can see how complicatedly they are combined. They are formed. Right. So each carbon atom in the diamond crystals is linked with 4 other carbon atoms by strong covalent bond. So this is the structure. This states that the diamond crystal is therefore made of carbon atoms which are powerfully bonded to one another by a network of covalent bond. Due to this, diamond structure is very rigid. In diamond, each carbon atom is tetrahedrally attached to 4 other carbon atoms, forming a rigid 3-dimensional structure. Thus, it is the hardest substance known. So, since there are no free electrons in a diamond, it does not conduct electricity. This is important. Why diamond does not conduct electricity? Because there are no free electrons present in diamond crystals. Now let's start with a new allotrope of carbon, that is graphite. So as you can see, graphite, they are formed like hexagon, right? Hexagon. You can see here, hexagon rings are formed. So they are attached in hexagonal form. So the various layers of carbon atoms in graphite are held together by weak forces. Since the various layers of carbon atoms in graphite are joined by weak forces, they can slide over one another. Means they are weak, their forces are weak, so they can slide easily. They can slide on each other easily, like sheet. They are sheet-like structure. You can see here. They are combined like this, so they are sheet-like structures. Means they can form. They are so soft comparatively as compared to diamond. Graphite is a good conductor of electricity. Why? Because of the presence of free electrons. Because free electrons are present in structure of graphite, that is why they are free electrons. Graphite has also a very high melting point. As diamond, graphite also have a very high melting point. Now let's go through the uses of diamonds. Diamonds are used in cutting instruments. They are used in cutting instruments. And we know that diamonds are used for making jewelries. Diamonds that glass cutters, उनमें छोटे छोटे आगे diamonds लगे होते हैं, small diamonds, so that it is easy to cut the extremely hard substances. Got it? Now, uses of graphite. You have seen the pencil lid. It is also made up of graphite. अगर तुम उस पेंसिल लिड को वो स्विच बोर्ड के अंदर घुसाओगे तो you will get a shock. Why? Because it is good conductor of electricity. That is why. So graphite is used for making the cores of pencil. It's called pencil lids. It can be used for lubricating those machine parts which operate at very high temperature. ऑल आउट का वो दिखा है नीचे का, उसके ऊपर भी एक ब्लैक सा ऐसे डला होता है अंदर, उसमें भी ग्रेफाइट प्रेजेंट है. नाउ Buckminster Fullerene, that is another allotrope of carbon. तो इसका होता है C60. This means 60 carbon are present in Buckminster Fullerene. Buckminster, that is the name. Who discovered? That is the name given. Buckminster Fullerene. And they are interlocked like hexagonal rings. As you can see here also. Hexagonal rings. It's easily visible to us. Right? So there are 20 hexagons and 12 pentagons present. Hexagons are 20 and pentagons are 12. Got it? And the arrangement of carbon atoms in Buckminster Fullerene resembles a football. It resembles a football. Got it? It resembles a football, means it is like football structure. You can see here also football like structure. So it resembles a football. And it is a dark solid at room temperature. And diamond is extremely hard, whereas graphite is soft. On the other hand, Buckminster Fullerene is neither very hard nor very soft. So these are the allotropes of carbon. Now we are going to move towards a very important topic of this chapter. Now let's go through अब अपन सीखेंगे naming of carbons, hydrocarbons. First of all, you need to learn meth, prop, but, pent, hex, hept, oct, none and dec. This means meth मतलब एक कार्बन प्रेजेंट है, एथ 2 कार्बन प्रेजेंट है, प्रॉप 3 कार्बन, ब्यूट 4 कार्बन, पेंट 5, हेक्स 6 and hept 7, oct 8, none 9 and dec 10. Got it? So this is very important. अगर तुमने ये सीख लिया तो तुम नेमिंग ऑफ कार्बन इजीली कर पाओगे. Got it?